What's going on YouTube? Today we have a 08 Titan, and what I got is that's a piece of the floorboard. This is like the foam in between the firewall and the drain. This is my piece of tubing. Hopefully that'll be long enough to extend it. You probably can't see well enough, but down here there's a drain for the AC. The problem I had was I was getting water all in here. As you can see, the floor mat's kind of nasty. Truck's dirty. It's a 12-year-old truck, but essentially, if you look right there, that's a drain. And it was leaking into the floor right there. So my thought process is get a tube to extend it, and that way it won't leak back into here where it's, you can see where it's kind of wet. So that's the thought process, is take this piece right here and put it on that end. I'm either going to go from under the truck. That's why I got this nice little yoga mat for working on the truck, for when you're working on asphalt, concrete, whatever. Doesn't hurt your knees and makes it somewhat comfy. Or I'm going to try and go from above the vehicle. So I'm going to leave the GoPro up here for now. Try and get it from down below. I think that'll probably be the easiest. If I'm being honest, I think that'll be the easiest. And we're going to try and get that little tube on. Move out the way, little buddy. Now, the way you'll know if this thing is leaking, apparently it's a known issue with these Titans, is on your passenger floorboard. This happens to a lot of cars actually, at least one or two that I've had, is you'll get water on the floorboard, passenger floorboard. And that means that it's leaking. That drain is not properly functioning. I can feel the drain. I think I might have to get a bigger tube. Yeah, I think I might have to go bigger. For a view. But should have something in here. Like a piece. Oh, that might be too big. Let's see. Any bike parts? Thinking that's just going to be too big. You know, I'm gonna go grab some dikes real quick so I can cut that off of there. I'm gonna try that anyways. I'll be right back. nice and dirty. Alright, come on. I'm also going to check and see if this mini bike box of, well, I'm going to take a mini bike boxes of junk. Should have some tubing in here somewhere. Yeah, it might not be. Let's check here. Yeah, I think all this other stuff I have is going to be too small. Alright. Pretty sure, almost 100%, this is going to be too big. Oh, well, there's my mini bikes. I'll do a video at some point going over each one and what I went in to build them. Cheap little 50-in-1 kit from Amazon for GoPro mounts and whatnot. Need to mount it on a thing, not just sit it there. It's actually on my radiator, that's funny. Alright, let's try this tube, which is going to be too big. That's the water hole. Well, it's on there. You know what I could do? I could put a hose clamp on it and then tighten it down on the inside. That might be what I do. Now that I'm thinking about it. And then here's the hose all the way on the inside. Oh, right there. That's what I'll do. Because I can tighten it from the inside. So there's my handy little stool. Use that for a lot of stuff. Alright, so get you mounted back on here. Got it. Alright. This is probably where they tell you to, well, from what I've seen, to just take off the fender well. I'm sure it's like 100 times easier than having to try and like fight to get this damn thing in there. Because it's, at least with the hose clamp I've got, it's not wanting to go in through the firewall. Let's see if I can pry it from the inside. Well, I dropped the hose clamp. Don't know where it went. Somewhere. Great beyond. Should it fall off and do something somewhere. So I'm gonna go grab another hose clamp. So there's an expected silencer. Stick the hose on, stick that in there, tighten it on the inside, it's done. So, I'm really wondering where that hose clamp went though, because that kind of sucks that it's gone. Alright, so I made this a lot easier for myself. My other hose clamp had a weird end on it, so I got one with a flat tip or a 5/16 end on it. And that's what I'm going to use. Put that hose clamp on. Alright, that should be it. Let's check it out real quick. What I got is a hose on there with a clamp. Boom. Let's go ahead and start the truck up and see if she leaks in the truck.
Detected the vehicle has started. Start to report.
dripping out of the drain. I can see it right there. So it's definitely dripping out of the drain. So I'm gonna call that a win. Quick recap. 2008 Titan. 4 floorboard passenger side soaking wet. That's what this discoloration is. The water. I let it dry out. I just cut it out to let it dry out. With putting that bigger hose on there, I'm probably gonna notch out a little bit of this just so it sits on there better, and then stick that right back in there, and we should be good to go. But now I shouldn't have any more water under my floorboard. Yeah, I don't see any water because now it's dripping past that wall. So I'm gonna stick this thing back in there. And then we should be good to go, guys. Obviously the easiest way would be to just take this fender well off and reach your hand right in there and put a closer hose size hose or extension or whatever on it. Maybe even seal it to where it doesn't go back into the thing. That way you don't have to mess with this. But I just didn't feel like taking off the fender well and all that. So 2008 Titan leaking drain for AC. Oh, this is my